All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again with corrupt DA Fani Willis, and might as well say corrupt Nathan Wade, because they both have been lying. Now, this one's coming from Doug. He said this is DA Fani Willis hearing, 35 trips exposed. Remember, he said he only visited her around about 10 times. Come to find out, they got the phone records, and it showed that he'd visited her over 35 times, and even more text messages get exposed by Nathan Wade. Like I said, I'm telling y'all, it's getting worse and worse and worse for Fani Willis every single day. Every single day. But this is what they get for trying to go after Donald Trump, because he's winning and he's going to be our next president, and they trying to do everything they can to stop it, but it's not going to work. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. Also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. I appreciate all of you. Without further ado, let's dive straight into this, because like I said, every single day, more and more stuff is starting to come out, and it's not looking good. We already seen that Terrence Bradley, well, Nathan Wade basically was the one turned on Terrence Bradley, and he kind of just telling everything now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into it, y'all.
Well, Nathan Wade's texts reveal everything. We did an earlier video on this when they first announced that they were subpoenaing the texts. Now we have this exclusive article from Breitbart. Breitbart's where I got my started in citizen journalism. They had me do a blog, and I knew Andrew Breitbart. Love those guys over there. So let's read the article. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Thank you for subscribing. You're really helping this channel when you subscribe and join us in exile. Court filing cell phone data shows Nathan Wade misled judge in Fani Willis case. What is the disco call?
It's over with.
It's also the sound of the police. Cell phone data obtained from AT&T through subpoena strongly suggests that Nathan Wade made 35 trips to Fulton County prosecutor Fani Willis's Hapeville neighborhood, contradicting his testimony in court under oath of just 10 visits. An affidavit filed Friday, that's today, by Trump attorneys contend. So he was only off by 25 visits. Not a big deal to me if he said it was 11 or 12, if he was off by 1 or 2 visits, but now you're hiding information that we need to know. The filing, if true, suggests Wade may have committed perjury. Fulton Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee will decide whether to admit the affidavit and the cell phone records into evidence. I don't know how much his donation to Fani Willis will influence this decision, or his Judge McAfee's wife's 2 donations to Fani Willis's campaign, whether he'll allow this in the court or not. But maybe if I can make a suggestion to Trump's attorneys, why don't you make some donations to McAfee and his wife, since they seem to be, you know, those kinds of people. Willis is the lover of Wade, a fellow prosecutor she hired to prosecute former President Donald Trump in the election interference case. Trump and co-defendant Mike Roman accuse Willis of maintaining an improper romantic relationship with Wade. And I think it goes, the corruption goes even deeper than that. Wade testified that his relationship with Willis began in 2022. So the timeline is very important in this. After Fani Willis opened the case against Trump in 2021. So remember she said that at the church even, but also under oath. Said, I hired him. I started going to bed with him after I hired him. As if that makes some kind of a difference. I don't get the difference it makes.
Really don't.
I'm sorry. You're corrupt if you go to bed with him even after you hire him. Maybe that's how she dates. Maybe that's how she finds her men, is this way. The affidavit appears to contradict that contention. The Atlanta Constitutional Journal reported Trump's lawyers relied on data collected from Wade's cell phone and cell phone tower transmissions to track his movement. So they're using this tower that pings his phone, and they can look on the records of where he went. It seems to contradict Wade's testimony that week, in which he said he had visited Willis at her condo in Hapeville no more than 10 times before he was hired in November of 2021. It also indicates Wade twice arrived late at night at the condo and left early the next morning. In the months before Willis and Wade said their relationship became romantic early in 2022. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think of what he could be doing there, getting there late at night, leaving early in the morning. He just needed a place to crash, maybe. Maybe our imagination's going a little wild. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm waiting for Wade and Fani Willis to come up with a cockamamie excuse like they did with the we pay only in cash.
Yeah.
Wade's going to go, oh no, I allowed Fani Willis to take my cell phone home 35 times. I didn't go. That was just my cell phone. See, it's a black thing where you let people take your cell phone home. That's what they're going to give us next. Both Wade and Willis testified last week. They did not spend the night together at the Hapeville condo. That's perjury. Okay. The timeline is important for two reasons. If Willis and Wade were a couple before she hired him, it raises the prospect that she may have violated at least the spirit of anti-nepotism rules, meaning do not hire someone you are sleeping with, but when you hire them, do go ahead and sleep with them. Just make sure it's not before you hire. They can still be on the payroll making money, and you can go to bed with them all you want, extracting pleasure, go on expensive cruises, go to Napa wine country. Just don't do it before you hire them. That would be just way corrupt. The Fulton police policy specifically focuses on family members. More importantly, both Willis and Wade have testified under oath that the relationship began in 2022. If defense attorneys can prove that they lied under oath, it could constitute perjury. Anyways, if they lied under oath, it just goes to undermine their overall credibility. The affidavit notes that
they pretty much done, because we all know that they lied under oath. We've been over this for the longest. We kind of go into these things every single day. Like I've been saying before, it's like more and more information coming out, and the more that we see this stuff, it's like phone records coming out, leaked text messages, Nathan Wade's lawyer turning on him, basically, telling the judge everything. So it's just so much stuff is coming out. There's no way Fani Willis can get out of this. That's the reason why I just be saying to myself, I hope this judge ain't one-sided. And he ain't like for Fani Willis, because remember, him and his wife donated to her campaign. So we don't know what kind of relationship this judge and his wife has with Fani behind the scenes. We don't know. But he did block Nathan Wade for trying to keep Terrence Bradley from testifying. He tried to block it, but the judge said, "Nuh-uh, I'm going to deny that. I want to hear what Terrence has to say." So salute to the judge for that. But at the same time, we don't know what side this judge is leaning on. We don't know if we can trust this judge or whatever the case may be. But all of this stuff that's coming out, this woman deserves to be disqualified, removed, gone. But we shall see, because I'm pretty sure they didn't hit perjury. It gotta be.
Willis and Wade made 2,000 phone calls to each other during the first 11 months of 2021. They also exchanged about 12,000 texts. What are they? Are they 14 years old, or are they just otters? During Wade's testimony, he claimed the cell phone records would be incorrect if they contradicted his testimony. Okay, so if phone records were to reflect that you were making phone calls from the same location as the condo before November 1st of 2021, and it was on multiple occasions, the phone records would be wrong. A Trump lawyer asked Wade. By the way, that Trump lawyer at that point knew the question he was asking was loaded. If the phone records reflected that, yes, sir, Wade replied. Wade lied, not realizing Trump had the phone records probably. If they'd be wrong, Trump's lawyers asked, they'd be wrong, Wade said. That's very confident that he can bold-faced lie under oath. And therefore, their swear, all this law stuff doesn't mean anything. McAfee, it's time for you to dismiss these people. Probably the whole case, but for sure, Fani Willis, probably the whole corrupt office, anything involved in Fulton County with these taxpayer dollars. We're paying them taxpayer dollars to lie, cheat, and interfere with an election. That's your legacy, McAfee. Get this thing done. I'm done.
I hope he get it done. That's the reason why I say it kind of freaks a lot of us out, because we don't know what side this judge is leaning on, because we see the corruption. Everybody in that office behind Fani Willis needs to be gone, because remember, Miss Timpson was telling everything. She had the audio, so they removed her because Miss Timpson wouldn't follow along with the corruption that Fani Willis had going on. She knew Fani Willis was stealing money, using taxpayers' dollars to go on trips. Because like I said, who in the world takes 6 trips in 5 months? Who does that? A lot of us barely go on 1 trip a year. So, I mean, think about it. You got the phone records coming out saying how many times Nathan Wade been visiting her. He talking about he only visited her 10 times. Find out it was over 35. So it's just a lot of lying going on. They both lied up on the oath, and I feel like they are done. And I'm going to keep saying it until it get done. But like I said, hopefully this judge do the right thing. We shall see. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.